So how bad did the world become after Cain? We can ask the most dangerous man in the world before the flood. If you love the Bible, just click follow. Now, most people know about Cain and Abel, but few people know about a man named Lamech, and that might be a mistake because Lamech may have been one of the most dangerous men in the world prior to the flood. After Cain was driven away, generations had passed, families grew, cities were built, and human civilization continued to expand. But as humanity grew, so did sin. 7 generations after Cain, Genesis introduces us to a man named Lamech. And at first it doesn't seem that important. He's mentioned only briefly. But then he says something that reveals just how much and how badly the world had changed since the days of Adam and Eve. Lamech gathered his wives together, made a huge boast, not about building a city or about inventing something, and certainly not about honoring God. He bragged about killing a man. I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt. The Bible doesn't tell us exactly what happened, and we don't know all the details, but we do know that Lamech, how he felt about it. He wasn't ashamed, he wasn't hiding, and he wasn't seeking forgiveness. He was boasting about it. And then he said something even more disturbing. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. Cain murdered his brother and feared judgment. Lamech murdered a man and celebrated. What began with Cain had now grown into something much darker. Violence was no longer something to hide. It had become something to boast about. One of the great themes running through Genesis is that sin never stays small. It spreads, it grows and corrupts. And what began as one act of disobedience in the Garden of Eden has now become a world where violence was becoming the norm. Humanity was moving further and further away from God. But while Cain's descendants were moving in one direction, another story was quietly unfolding. Adam and Eve had another son. His name was Seth. And through Seth's family line, something remarkable happened. Genesis tells us that men began to call upon the name of the Lord. The world was growing darker, but not everyone had abandoned God. While one family line became known for violence and pride, another would become known for something very, very different.